When I first heard that Madhouse was gonna drop the first 4 episodes of Frieren all at once, only one thought crossed my mind. This is going to be a public stunt to capture as much attention as possible. They're gonna focus all of their time and resources on these 4 episodes, and the remaining 24 episodes are gonna be nowhere near the same quality. And when I was watching the 4 episode premiere, I was completely blown away by just how beautiful this show looked. Even though there weren't any insane Sakuga moments, the show had a certain level of quality and polish that radiated in every single frame, which just blew me away, paired with the absolutely incredible writing. I was confident that the show wasn't gonna maintain this level of quality, especially considering the fact that non-split 2-core anime have become extremely rare in the industry. And as much as I hate that, it's very understandable why they have to do it, because of just how much time and effort it takes to produce anime. So, with all that in mind, I thought to myself that this beautifully magical premiere is going to be the peak of Frieren's quality. Then came episode 6 with one of the most insane sequences of 2023. Like, you guys don't understand just how shocked I was when I watched the episode without any expectations, and ended up getting to witness an absolutely incredible sequence which was animated by some of the most talented and well-known animators in the industry, such as Keiichiro Watanabe and Yutaka Nakamura. And one of the most insane things about this episode was the fact that the entire fight was 30 seconds of animation, as long as you exclude the ice and flashback, which was the same amount of time Frieren asked Stark to hold off the dragon for. This level of care and attention to detail is something only possible by a team of staff members who truly love the source material and want to bring that to life. But surely that episode was just an exception, right? Wrong. Episode 9 was just as incredible as episode 6. Maybe not in the explosive and insane way the Red Dragon fight was, but episode 9 had consistently great animation throughout the episode, ranging from some of the most insane character acting animation and clothing animation I've seen in a long time. They did not have to make Stark getting ready look so damn good, but they did. And all of this was just a prelude to prepare you for the fight. Fern vs Lugner with an incredible mage fight, which has insane effects animation and jaw-dropping sequences that make use of crazy shot compositions that make the fight feel extremely dynamic. And the best part is the animation being perfectly in line with Fern's character, which is showcased through all of her graceful and minimal movements. Plus, her emotionless attitude and poker face being a stark contrast to the climax of the fight, literally being a fireworks show, is just chef's kiss. And the fight ends with this crazy detailed shot of Lugner that looks incredible. Then we have the fight between Stark and Linny, which compared to the previous mage fight is much less flashy and much more brutal, as Stark takes on a demon who has perfectly copied his master and effectively his own fighting style as well. And even though the writing and focus on Stark's character is what makes this fight so great, the animation and choreography are absolutely incredible, as we see Linny constantly switching between fighting styles and weapons with some buttery smooth animation that just leaves you speechless. And the conclusion to their fight takes place with the fireworks from the previous fight in the background, which just ties the whole episode together. And the sound on Stark's final attack being delayed like a real lightning strike would is just another great detail that makes this adaptation so great. Because whenever you see lightning based attacks in anime, they always forget the fact that light travels faster than sound. It's just such a simple but nice detail that adds a lot to the immersion. And all of this quality still pales in comparison to the heights of animation Frieren reached during its magic exam arc. Even though I personally prefer the first half of Frieren over this action-heavy second half, the insanely high-quality episodes are much more frequent in this arc. It's to a point where the quality is genuinely better than a lot of high-profile battles shown in anime. ranging from completely anime original scenes, crazy storyboards to turning just a few panels into incredible sequences. The care and attention put into this adaptation can be felt in every single episode, and you can see just how much the people working on it cared for the source material. To end off the video, I want to talk about episode 26, which is in my opinion the best looking Frieren episode. This was once again an episode being worked on by some really talented and well-known animators such as Workreek and Saucelot. I remember when the staff list for this episode was leaked and the entirety of Sakuga Twitter was having a breakdown. And the episode did not disappoint at all. The episode literally starts with almost 2 minutes of insane Sakuga and effects animation, which are jaw-dropping. This was a fight that truly made me feel like I was watching two experienced mages with an endless inventory of spells going all out against each other. And it's not just the Frieren fight, all the other fights in this episode were really impressive as well, such as Kanne and Richter's fight. This fight had some surprisingly good sequences, and even though the actual fight wasn't the focus, Yubel's fight against Sense had some really good cuts as well. But the best part about it was the flashback, especially Yubel and Sensei's talk was masterfully directed. The direction during this scene managed to perfectly convey the unsettling vibe from Yubel, along with some really cool shots such as Yubel seeing her childhood self in the scissors, and the fight ending with a back and forth between the current Yubel and the past Sensei was perfection. Then we have some absolutely incredible character acting animation with Fern, which is through Frieren's POV when they are discussing the plan. This was such an awesome sequence, though it did make me feel like something bad was going to happen, which thankfully did not. And after that, we have another round of even more insane spells and batshit insane animation to end off the fight. And that frame of clone Frieren with her hair down, looking at the screen, lives rent-free in my head 24/7. And the same with the Frieren one from the beginning of the episode. Honestly, this entire episode just lives rent-free in my head. And even though I mostly talked about like 3 episodes, Frieren is just filled with absolutely stunning moments that elevate the manga to insane heights, such as the incredible dance from Fern and Stark, which was just a single page in the manga as far as I'm aware, and the insanely beautiful aura flashback. This anime adaptation of Frieren is something truly special, and we're not going to see anything similar for a really long time. A project where you can feel that everyone who worked on it really loved the source material and wanted to give it justice. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that this is a generational anime adaptation. I've been meaning to make a video on Frieren ever since it started airing, but every single week I felt like I wouldn't be able to do the series justice. And with the final episode dropping in less than a week, I decided to push through and finally make this video. I don't know if I was properly able to convey why I think this adaptation is something special, but I just had to make this video to show my appreciation for this story and the incredibly talented staff members working on it. I'm also planning to make another video going over some of my favorite moments, characters and episodes after the final episode comes out. So if you're interested in that, consider leaving a like on this video and maybe subscribe to the channel as well. Have a nice rest of your day and hopefully see you guys in my next video.